Hi, I'm Fiona Guy, and today I'll show you how some customers are using Oracle Policy Automation. The main part of today's session is to show you the Australian Immigration Visa Wizard and the US IRS Tax Law Assistant. For those who are not familiar with OPA, I suggest you check out one of our previous videos. But the general idea is that you can take policy and legislation, turn it into plain language rules, and then you have a range of delivery options available, including the self-service wizards that I'll show you today. The first example I'd like to show you is the Australian Visa Wizard. The Australian Government Department of Immigration and Citizenship have thousands of staff around the world assessing people's application for a visa to visit Australia. There are over 100 different types of visas available for people wanting to visit Australia, so it can become quite complex to determine the most appropriate visa type and to apply those visa rules. The Visa Wizard uses OPA to simplify these rules into 5 questions. The user simply answers information about their circumstances. In this case, I'm answering the purpose of my visit, where I'm coming from, my age, and how long I intend to stay in Australia. The information I provide is presented back so I can change my answers, and the OPA determinations engine that determines the most appropriate visas for my circumstances. In this case, it's determined there are 2 visas most appropriate for me, presented that information side by side, and I can apply online. The second example I'd like to show you is the IRS Tax Assistant. The IRS is the government body in the US responsible for administering taxation. The interactive Tax Assistant website has a number of topics which use OPA to determine the answer to complex questions. Again, I'll answer some information about myself, and the OPA determinations engine will determine the most appropriate outcome for my circumstances. The main difference you'll notice here from the Australian Visa Wizard is that it's asking a single question at a time. That allows the determinations engine to find the most appropriate question to ask next, so it's not asking unnecessary information. Once it has enough information, it will make a decision. In this case, it's determined that my filing status is married filing jointly. OPA is also used to drive the information that's presented at the end of the interview. So here it's also telling me the non-resident alien spouse is electing to be treated as a resident alien and providing more information if I want to go look up more detail. So why are customers like this using OPA? The main thing is that they're getting consistent, accurate decisions on some quite complex material. The same rules can be applied across multiple delivery channels. So in the case of the IRS, those same rules that you just saw then in their public website are driving their call centres and are driving their walk-in centres. So regardless of the way the information is collected or the way the taxpayer seeks out that information, they're getting the same consistent, accurate answers. The business own the rules, so in both of these examples, it's the policy and business experts who've written those rules in Microsoft Word that is driving those systems, which makes the rules much more maintainable because you can see the connection back to the original policy and legislation. They can also experiment with different changes to those rules to see what impact what-if scenarios have, and there's a full reason for each decision. If you'd like more information, you're welcome to talk to our customers or call Oracle. Thanks for listening.